Okay, I am Undedicated. I am streaming this new Quest Rogue. The Rogue is never in the top in Hearthstone lately, and I saw a Quest Rogue deck look like it's doing pretty good. I want to give this one a try. So if you're watching, you probably came from Hearthstone Deck Tracker. I chose one of the better decks that was on there for Rogue. I want to see if I can get some input. If you are watching because you came there from that website, you're looking at me now, say something about the deck too, because Rogue, it's been a long time coming since anything good. Turn down that video game music a bit. Alright, so Rogue got a quest line that doesn't really help it past being getting cards, getting in and getting out. So I want to play a lot of SI. I want to play them quickly. SI, you copy things, so we don't need to be bouncing things back to our hand so early on. These later game, SI, so we don't need that one. This is from the newer set, newer Alterac expansion. I like that, but it's not good for early game because they're both based on... None of this is good for early game. There's also, if you just click what do I keep, there's a lot of good advice you get. If I was going to keep anything, it would have been the Smuggler. I like the Operative, though, for early game. That's a good one to have, especially since I already have the coin. Ooh, do I trade it? Yeah. This is a 2/2 weapon for 1 mana, so... Oop, very good. No problems. SI, I'm going to be playing Skulker. Or I can coin into an Operative if he's got a 2-something on the board. Nothing special here, just working towards the quest. I don't need to lay down any damage just yet. Having a weapon would have been the only other thing I would have done that. It's an alternative. But I'll get an SI Operative and the Spy Gizmo if it's something the coin will be available. I think I'd rather go Skulker. If I get nothing out of it, I'll just equip a weapon and attack. And if I get something out of that Operative, that Gizmo, I'll use it. Usually that's going to be good for something that's going to lay down damage after it's attacked. So I'll do this regular attack here. Seems fine. Play 2 SI7 cards for another Spy Gizmo. At least the Spy Gizmos are pretty stable in what they do. I put on a tie today. I wanted to look halfway nice. Undamaged. You could use this on the hero, the enemy hero, if you wanted to. I don't really need the weapon right now, so I'll just start off with... I'll trade that. And I'll just play the one that I drew, and I'll throw them off.
Here we go.
I only need to play one more. I'll get the next Spy Gizmo, so that'll be the other S Operative here. So the point of playing the one that I just drew, if I've been holding on to a card for a long time, it makes my opponent think it's one of those clutch cards. They could be keeping track of what I'm keeping in my hand, how many turns I've been holding on to it. As an example, I could see here how many turns my opponents had this card. Held onto it for 4 turns, it's probably not a quick low casting cost card, it's probably a high casting cost card. Here we go, 7. Special circumstance. This one costs 3, this one costs 0, so we just drew that one. Well, that shows something about the mulligan. Well, this is a bit of an awkward distribution. You can kill this one. I'd like to be able to give him better defense. 4 damage, 4 mana, I could use that. Now let's take care of the minion first. Okay. Coin. Swindle. They get some options. Nope, nothing great. So, SI7 cards, what do we have in our hand? Extortion. Okay. And a secret passage. Secret passage is great when you have a ton of cards and nothing in your hand to play. Just like this. Could cycle, or I could play secret passage. A secret passage. And everything that's in here is a-okay to play. Okay. We could play this one. Get the kill, and then put it back in your hand. That'd be nice. So SI7, and we'll just put him back in our hand. Yep. I don't have to play it again. It doesn't cost anything. But later on, it will cost 1 if we do Extortion. Even a strong minion, if you know you can bounce the minion back, or I can give him stealth after if I didn't have another Shadowstep even. So there's a lot of leverage. But what I'd like to do ideally is play Scabbs and then Shadowstep him. Since we can only use the hero ability 1 time. So I think, what do I have? I only need to play it once, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to equip the weapon so that I can shoot.
This guy's toast.
It'll give me Scabbs, which is another reason why I'm just so not a fan of this guy, is how he's... I'll give you Scabbs. That's a bad thing. Normally Scabbs is a terrible thing. Alright, made him sneaky. I don't need extortion cards anymore. I need minions just in case. Okay, I'm gonna stick with it. If he may be interested in using a Mutanus, now would be like the perfect time if he had a Mutanus to play it. Since I get 5 cards out of Scabbs, I don't want my hand to be so full either. I do think there's also something nice to... Oh, I've got a cat. I've got a cat. Suddenly a wild cat appeared. Okay. Any day. I'll attack with my weapon first, because that's gonna give me the opportunity to get a card out of my hand. I like using my Battleground Battlemaster right now, and doing the extra damage, and then getting the Battlemaster stealth up. But boy, this cat. Boy, this cat. Alright, I'm gonna take the opportunity while I've got it to do
Lights out.
10 damage.
Hey, lights out.
And then I'm gonna make it my opponent's responsibility to figure out how to deal with my Battlemaster. Maybe I should just return him to my hand. Oh. Let's go with this. and then we'll bounce him back to the hand. All that needed to happen. I could have played the Cutlass. It didn't work out. He's got to figure out how to kill a 3 stealth minion when he knows I've got a board, when I've got a taunt killer, a direct kill. So that's going to be 14 damage. It'd be nice if I had... there's a version of this that plays the charge pirate. I forget his name.
Rise to the challenge.
I have a cat right now too. Alright. Good minions. That would normally be a big problem. This is a big problem. Well...
I wonder. Strike! Then strike harder!
There is... I just gotta do so much. I gotta do so much. Let's trade this first. Okay. Does that help? Well... No. Summon a random minion with cost. Well, we're going to play 2 more SI cards, so we're going to be relying on... Oof. I'll hit this guy first. Seems, I don't know, I kind of, just it's the only way to get another SI out.
Hey,
Wow.
lights out.
That was interesting. It was a 9 cost minion. Not like the ideal 9 cost. This may actually not... Yeah. Well, nothing. That wasn't a perfect run, but his hand size is not great. I've still got Scabbs, and I've got the Informant, who's going to be real beefy. So as long as I can do some AoE, some AoE. Kind of forget what Scabbs cards are, so maybe I'll be in for a treat. Oh. Yeah, alright, what do I got? +2 attack and stealth. Well, I can survive whatever he's got on the board. Alright, so let's make him... I want him to be around next turn first. That's important. Maybe I got some more Wind Fury. No, I used it. Great. You're stealth, so you'll probably get to do some stuff next turn. Oh. Pretty good. That's going to be a strong minion, but I don't think it's going to be stealth either, though. I'm going to have to try and lay down like 40 damage. I don't think... let's try... Swindle? Okay. Make combo cards cheaper.
Here we go.
Alright, we'll play that, because that's both stealth minions. They'll both get attacks. So, if I live to next turn, we're looking at 14 damage, just with what I've got.
This must be the way.
Not very much. That's not going to be enough. That's a lot of armor. That's a lot of armor. It's a lot of armor. I'm going to keep saying it. It's a lot of armor. Okay. Well, battle cry. Maybe this will be good. We'll go for because you're another SI.
So what's the rub?
All right, play this one. Then we'll
Like
Shadowstep if we have to. Okay. Be another one, right?
smells like breakfast.
Okay. I wonder if I could have, it was too much to cost. Alright. So, is there any way to survive? Freeze that guy. Back to his hand.
Go, go, Gizmo!
No. When you attack, add a random card. Well, if there's any way. No. Let's see what maybe we can mess him out of something.
Go, go, Gizmo!
Okay. You take it. Take your win. Take your win. Raid Boss Anixia. Good card. Every time I see this card.
Out the way! Someone hit!
Feet of strength. Arms of strength.
Come on. Come on. That's gonna be the Anixia, right? That was the only one that was... Okay. Some people quit as soon as they see a loss on their way. Maybe I should try that just for your sake. For the sake of the viewer, I don't know. If it's gonna happen though, I feel like I should be fair, just let them... My opponent tried, you know. They put together a deck.
Valera versus Throne.
I bring the fury of the elements.
Watch.
This is my
your
cat, Sam.
Back.
Hey. I haven't seen Scabbs Cutterbutter played, so I don't really know. But I think this looks like a later game card. But find the Imposter and Skulker. That's pretty much what you want for turn 1 and 2. Secret Passage is sort of a later game card though, but you could use it anytime after like turn 4 or 5 is okay for Secret Passage. You can even just use it if you want to build up your hand size for later, like if you just want to have tempo advantage. You play it and you do a bunch of drawing off of it. Yeah, that works out. Normally I was gonna play Skulker, but now I'm thinking about the Cutlass.
Here we go.
He's gonna do something spell damagey, right? Maybe do 3 damage at least. Now I can put out my Skulker.
Strictly.
My weapon is slightly stronger than normal, so I don't really need to attack with it. I can use it on a minion. I'm gonna leave it alone for now.
Water is life.
It's pretty convenient. It would be nice if I could like silence this minion, but here we go.
Is this not?
Next thing I drew was cheaper. Spy Gizmo. Okay. What I get is a Spy Gizmo. Good.
Here we
Spell
go.
attack. Attack. He is stealthy. I'm not going to be able to spend my mana unless I were to use this Secret Passage. I don't think for 2 mana, but that would be a good move. So it does kind of suck that I've got some tempo I lost there. Rogue is real keen on tempo. Keeping all that mana spent as a big roguey thing. Oh, that's so fun. So, I'm not frozen. I could take the damage. I could do that. If I do Wicked Stab and I attack with my own weapon, I don't like that option, and it would still leave me with 3 mana left, so I'm gonna try Secret Passage first. Now, I know I don't have that card anymore. That's gonna be putting me in like a little bit of a spot, but I think I'm gonna find a better. Yep, this looks much better. Extortion. Make sure you use that first. SI Agent. That gives me a gizmo and I'll attack. I would have liked to have gotten this extra 4 damage out, but at least his minion is off the board. I'm drawn into an extra card, and I lay down a tiny bit of damage. He still has card advantage here. 6 cards. Last battle cry, that was freeze everything. These macaws are pretty useful. Okay. I could give him the macaw. That might be interesting. To attack? Oh, just want to attack. So I'm only got 1 agent to play. I could play the Informant 2 times, but Scabbs is not like the end. It's not like getting.
So what's the rub?
It's not like getting Juggernaut. Scabbs is not as good as something like that. He just changes the game a little bit in your favor 1 time. I could bounce it. I'm gonna bounce this guy. We'll let him figure out which one he wants to use twice. It's really not a good move to put his like wild back in his hand. But he can't play it. So whatever he plays this turn, we can expect that we'll see that again next turn. Right. He's going to play that again, so he'll attack, and then he'll freeze everything. This, however, is the last SI agent that I'll need to play.
Smells like breakfast.
Yeah. Alright, so getting into lucking into a thing like an auctioneer is too good to pass up. Since this generates a big minion, I'll bounce that back to my hand. I'm about to swap my whole hand out, so let's just Secret Passage. That'll just be an interesting setup for what I'm getting. Hopefully I'll get something that I can use to finish off my opponent here. That's 7-3. Since everything's about to be frozen.
Target eliminated.
Okay. That'll do it. Everything's going to be frozen next turn anyway. Because the last battle cry he played was to freeze everything. It'd be nice to get something if I could silence everything on my side of the board. I could attack with it all.
The storm is in me.
Or that's not what I would have done. I would have froze everything. Then he'd have had a really big minion on the board. That's okay. Now the last battle cry that he played was... okay, it still frees everything. Okay. Let's keep going. We'll do +1/+1s. No, we got Scabbs.
So many.
Nothing to put him back in our hand though. I think maybe it's just best to start with the cheapest things, right? We'll do. You'll just get +1/+1.
So what's the rub?
That's pretty good.
Smells like breakfast.
I gather that the bread and butter here is the Smuggler. That ability really helps out
Smells like
some of these giant minions.
choose suit.
This looks pretty good. I like the Smuggler. Smuggler's real good late game. This reminds me of the same thing they got for Shaman that does a base overload.
So many options.
Okay, well, it'd be nice to have something that was Wind Fury, but nothing can attack anyway. Operative will get through the taunt, and Swindle will give me something else off 5 mana left. So let's try Operative and Swindle before we attack. Alright, Agent. I can only use the Agent or the Swindle, so I think I'd rather take out the 3
This guy's tough.
Skew. And it will just... Still a pretty big taunt. The 9/9 can take that out direct. I think he's going to hope to de-evolve something. Both pretty good on cards, although I have less. Ideally, I'd want my opponent to run out of cards first, but ideally, I should have said ideally more. I should have been more careful about the usage of the word ideally. Ideally, I want my opponent to just surrender every game right away from the beginning. But if that doesn't happen, then I want to win through like strategy, like I was just going to talk about. But let's see if that happens again. I'm just going to see how many times in a row people will end games. Just let me be the winner. If you're watching, if you happen to be watching and somehow we get paired up against each other, it's okay. Just surrender, just concede, and add me and let me know that you added me. That you conceded because you saw in this video that you were somehow my next opponent. Find the Imposter. Wicked Step is better later. Agent, I get the coin. That'll be good. Swindle, maybe. Swindle's okay. Swindle draws 2 cards. You don't have to use it right away. I'm looking more at Find the Imposter and Agent with a coin. So I'm going to want a turn 3 thing. Like an Operative. Operative would be nice.
That's an upgrade. Probably.
I'm going to share my overlay here too.
So many options.
Alright, it's 1. So I'm just going to play, on turn 1 I'm going to play this. The only other alternative, since I won't be playing SI7 agents, would be to coin and kill the 2/1. Which actually I kind of like that idea. Sounds rough, but I'm not going to be playing a SI7 agent otherwise. And I'd rather not take the damage to the face too much repeatedly. It's a little unorthodox. Let's see if I'm going to regret it or not.
Here we go.
There is no heals, so if I attack this minion now, I'll be able to use an Operative next turn to finish it off. There's no reason to do that damage just yet. So let's see what happens. That's my plan right here, though. So attack the Deceptor and finish it off with the Operative.
Here we go.
Okay. Rush. He'll be alive for next. So I need to find a way to get 2 extra damage on to Bankirk next turn. I'd like to do that with an agent, but I don't seem to have any 1 mana or 0 mana options. If I got a Shadowstep, that would have been useful. Not so much now. Alright, so Skulker makes things cheaper. You're going to be a 3/3, you're going to be a 4/4. Us together, 2 mana. We can kill the 4/3. There's a lot left on the board to deal with on our own. Skulker plus a weapon. I should do Skulker. Flip a weapon.
Here we go.
Attack that guy with my weapon. Take that. This is a lot more damage than I really want to take early on. I really don't want to take that much damage early on. Shadow Priest, though, laying down that aggro. Mankirk is going to come back later on for 3 damage directly. There's no way to stop that. Alright.
That should upgrade. Probably.
Ooze. Okay. Little take the squishier one, make it Divine Shield. It's fine. Yeah, that's a good move. See, the Extortion normally would have killed it, but now I gotta watch out for... Okay, 2/2. I could take that or that with my weapon. I could extort. And...
This guy's toast.
Agent. We're gonna still take him 4. Get out of here.
Here we go.
And let's see what he's gonna draw next turn. What are we gonna draw? Discover a spell from your deck? Oof, that slows him down at least. Let's see if he's holding a shadow spell. Is he holding a shadow spell? I don't know. Let's find out.
Job's done.
That's all I got. That was like, I dare ya. So if he's holding a shadow spell, we'll know now.
The iron is mine.
He's not.
It's mine.
Okay. That's the best option to hit with that. I need to... I could play the Assassin, and then play a Smuggler. It's the only way to play 2 SIs this turn. This is good. Because you won't kill any of my guys. I might not have many turns left to live, so...
Smells like.
Hey,
This is the only way I'm going to do enough damage, and that is certainly not a kind of card that I would have wanted to play first. That was not this. If I green Bloodhoof would have been okay. Like a lot of other cards would have been okay. A lot of other cards would have been okay. That was not a great turn 6 option.
The iron is mine.
Okay.
It's mine.
Don't fall over any obvious traps.
Feeling
Okay.
dizzy?
hey, lights out.
That's fine. Okay. Something need... I need life. I need... If...
Oh, what's
This
the
could be
rush?
very well be my last turn, so...
Smells like breakfast. Scrambled.
It comes down to if that's a shadow spell that he draws. If it is, he's got enough. If it's not,
You have better.
choosing his card. Yep. Woohoo. Hey. Hey, do you see the cat? Hey, Stargina. Sorry, I didn't see your comment there. I was too busy. This is Sam. Actually, he's alive. Wait, me. There's a test. Yep. That's a living cat. So, I don't have any control. I wish I could say this was like a shameless plug, like I get my cat on camera, but I try to keep my cats away while I'm on camera. and there's no stopping it. Also, I don't have the use of my left arm at all.
Valera versus Jaina.
The time for dreaming is over. Watch your back.
I like rogues threats. Alright, Secret Passage is too early for that. SI Skulker right on time. There's not a lot of SI. If you're doing rogue, a lot of the time you're reactive. So you're not like SI agent. Like you're not usually planning to coin attack second turn. Proactively, you're like, if they have a thing, I'm gonna do a thing back. I'm gonna type real quick. There you go. There's Sammy. So, Skulker. Stealth, good chance he's going to get to attack something. The nice thing about Skulker is early on, if somebody puts out like a 3-2, you can punish them for that. You know, it's low for AoE, so later game it's not likely to stay alive if they have a way to get rid of stealth stuff. So, attack. Operative, it doesn't matter if they get to trigger this the first time or not, as long as you think they got a chance of later on doing it. This is nice. We just saw a game where Spy-O-Matic won us the game. So Stargina, what are you playing? Are you playing Hearthstone? Alright. There's the hero there, Amplified Snow Flurry. Your hero power costs 0 and it freezes the target. So, nice. Here, this is pretty cool. 2/2 for 1 mana, which is already right on curve. And you reduce the cost of the highest cost spell, so you set yourself up later game for a win. I want to play, I've got options, right? Operative. Now, if there is a fire sale, I want to damage my opponent directly. This is the best move to make, because boom, stealth again. I've got Swindle, but I could kill this 2/3 and have a stealth minion on the board at the expense of a Shadowstep. I don't know how helpful that's going to be, so I'm going to take a second to think about this. Yeah, I'm going to try it out. Why did I choose this one? Because it could have, alternatively, I could have chosen the 2/3 that was frozen, because then I'd have 2 stealth ones at the end of the turn. I shouldn't have done that. I was supposed to attack the 2/1 with the 2/2, but that doesn't matter. We've still got the damage laid out. Even if there's a fire sale, I'll still be able to equip the weapon. I got the damage out on the face. We're ready for an assassin. I've got the distractor. This would be, if they played a minion that costs a lot of mana, this is a good one to use it on. There are more things to consider than just that, but that's a good start. Less for combo, so I'm going to play Foxy Fraud. Great for if you have combo cards. Combo cards cost 2 less. Killed the minion, got to play an SI. Now I still have enough to do Swindle, or to do Spy-O-Matic in its equip. I'm going to do Swindle, in case I get some Shadowstep or something like that. Mage does have a lot of AoE, so let me see if I can limit their chance of getting something like that. Draw 2 cards. If they put this on top, I know that they're going to have to spend a couple mana, so knowing their next cards, draw 2 cards. Let's see. Now, they're not playing the version, which means we're probably going to see Mizaki. That Arcane Intellect is one that they usually like to see after they've done their spell cost reduce. Okay.
You can't stop this snowstorm.
Trying to slow down every turn. It's important to slow everything down. This deck does not usually play a lot of minions except for Mizaki. If Mizaki hits the board, I'm usually out anyway. Put a minion back in his hand, he doesn't like to have that as much. It's really more about playing spells. If I'm going to put something back in that he plays more than once, preferably something that doesn't draw. Swindle. I've played a few SI agents. I guess I can see how this goes with a Smuggler.
Oh, tough luck.
Now, I've got... Smuggler's important part of this balanced breakfast.
Breakfast.
So, depending on what I get... Oh, nice. Alright, I've put enough on my opponent's plate and hit my goal pretty early on. If he wipes my board, I'll still be able to play Scabbs. Oh, okay. Okay. For as much as I had on the board, that wasn't as big a threat as it could have been. Let's try and disrupt the hand again.
Just sit here. Stormwind needs me.
So Spyomatic, we'll try and put something bad on top. Death Rattle, draw a spell. He'll have to kill it himself. That could cost him 4 mana. They definitely want that Reckless Apprentice, so I don't want him to have that.
Scrambled.
Now, something stealth? No, if he's going to do a board wipe, we'll just go with as much damage as we can personally do. Right? 6 if I equip the weapon. It'll be 3 this turn, 3 next turn, and 3 to something. We already know he's going to have a 3-1 on the board if he decides to play that. I like that he did not get his deal, well, your hero power to all your opponent's minions. Hopefully Spymaster will stay on the board. That's good. That's enough to win.
Well played.
Alright.
You have such power. You win this
Oh. Kitty! I almost got scratched for that. I also have to hold my legs at like a really uncomfortable angle for this too. The cat is not satisfied just laying in my lap. Did I do my dailies? I had 3. That's okay. It seems to be doing well, so I'm going to keep playing. What are we right now with Quest Rogue? 3-1. It's not bad.
Valera versus Rexar.
I'm acting on instinct.
Watch your back.
Too early for red smoke. Don't need Shadowstep yet. So, just so many times Skulker and Imposter. Really, there are only a few cards you really want to have. Foxy Fraud is one of the cards I'd like to see pop up more often than the opening hand. It doesn't.
Let me work my magic.
Well, I could just do this. I don't want to have to deal with this guy.
Here we go.
Do I can do this later. There's no way to... This is not important for me to use the coin to do right now. I may find myself needing to do something else with the coin. So, like, an SI-7 agent may be a card that I would consider playing before. I realize that I just did not start with my quest line card, but sometimes, right? These things happen. So I don't need to do anything especially tricky. I can next turn I can use my cards appropriately, so I will play a stealth minion after my quest. I'm fine here. Next turn, I'm looking to equip a weapon, take out a rabbit, and use my stealth Skulker to take out the other rabbit. Now, however that turn goes, I'm not sure. I'm not playing Smuggler this early against a Hunter. I'm going to want to play maybe like 3 or 4.
The undead mine is mine.
Perfectly fine. This doesn't change the thing. Just attack that instead. I can play Fraud. That's not going to help me. Except for just it's going to be a minion. It doesn't trigger anything special though. That's a little sad, but honorable kill. So he'll want these are the trades. That'll be that trade. This would be this trade. He's going to want to use that weapon to kill that fraud. Yeah. It's going to be real important to him to use that weapon to kill something with 3 health. So, if I Smuggler, the Smuggler is going to be a bigger target than whatever I put out. Kitty cat! Did he equip a new one after? I don't get it. I don't think that was a... To me, that doesn't seem like it was a good move. Right. This is better for mana. I think he'll only be like a 4/4 though.
What's the rub?
It's not very good. Well, he only would have been a 5/5 if I would have decided to play the Operative this turn. The Operative has that nice stealthy thing going on, so he'll more than likely get his damage extra. Aww. You're so cute, kitty cat. You can't do that. I can't watch the game when you're looking cute like that. I can't play against an opponent when you're looking really cute. Like that, in my lap. Stop it. Alright, so I have enough mana that I can equip my weapon, but I'm really falling... I can't get too comfortable with trading my health for quick turns against a Hunter. So I still have to remember I'm laying down damage against them. It's important to do. This will be good if I get this Informant down like really low, really weak. I could Shadowstep and put it out again, and it'll be, oof. Well, so I knew a guy once who had an Informant, and he told me that if I do this stuff with him, all right, let's do Smuggler, and then we'll bounce it back, and we'll do another Smuggler.
Smells like breakfast.
That would be... Rogue can do a lot of crazy, clever things. I would like to see Miyazaki Rogue. I don't know. I almost feel like attacking is going to make me vulnerable. We'll see. So next turn, I'm fairly certain that I will win if I have the board stays like this. 3, 4, yep. 9, 11. Okay, so first things first, attack the face. I don't know if this is some kind of... That'll boost my spell damage. I don't have to worry about the guy. Cycle, if I get another spell. This guy's awesome. I think we were just deciding to play him no matter what.
Breakfast.
Yeah, so... Miyazaki Rogue. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like a rogue. You don't have to win with the win condition that you came in with. You know, with rogue, you might change in the middle of Miyazaki. I would like to had some like fiery, some like ignites or something would have been great. I have nothing to do with this. I'm as much a I'm a prisoner. I'm a prisoner. I hear. Have you been here the whole time, Pixie? And you've done nothing?
Valera versus Tyrande.
You give me strength. Watch your back.
Okay. That's enough of that. Okay, so find the imposter. Yep. SI operative. Love it. Cutlass. So after you trade this, reduce the cost of a spell. That's nice. We could do that. We could plan on doing it for things like secret passage and other stuff later. It's nice to have a secret passage that costs 0 because you've already paid combo. So I guess that will be. I like having Cutlass in the opening hand too. The only card here, I don't know that I would have kept Secret Passage normally, but it kind of felt nice to have with Cutlass. If I don't need Cutlass, I'll throw it off.
Blessings to you.
Second turn, Coin and Agent is like a SI Agent is like a really popular move. Operative as well. Depends on what I need to do 2 damage to. So, having not played, not played, I guess is the Cutlass. I'd rather just equip a dagger, honestly, and just attack now. If he heals, he'll heal back to 30, but it'll cost 2 mana, so it'll be sort of like an odd amount. Proactive, we'll play the operative, it's a little harder to kill. So let's attack again. Odd, awkward damage, whatever you can do. That minion that he drew was not a dragon. Didn't trigger the effect, so... Alright, want to play some agents. I could cycle and then play an SI agent. I mean, I could equip the weapon. This would be a way to do 6 damage. It's a lot of pressure. Puts me closer to my goal, and I'm playing an aggro deck. If he doesn't do anything in response to it, I could punish him with a Battlemaster. Might be kind of an interesting way to... I'm considering making one of these minions here stealth just because now I'm a little more attached to him. I'll leave it as it is. If he doesn't do something this turn to respond to that, I will have the Battlemaster out. Okay. It's way, 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 way too early for this card. Normally this is a finisher. But it's just meant to throw him off. He had something he was trying to do, and now there's a Battlemaster on the board. That's all. I just like that with Rogue. It's like, hey, you were doing this. That's cool. I was gonna play 7 cards last turn. 3. Okay, he's hoping to get maybe a silence or something like that might help. Something else, something else. Something else, something else. Alright, that's a pretty good amount of health that he's gained for himself. So we're looking at 5. Okay, well, we're going to give... It doesn't matter who you plus this up to. They're gonna get the health bonus either way. Or it's going to be 4 damage extra no matter what. So let's just stick with this. We'll attack twice.
Don't let up.
We already have lethal, but let's just rub it in. I was gonna just rub it in. I was gonna rub it in. Too early, but sometimes you do that. You just hey, surprise. Alright, made it up to Diamond 5, and I've been playing for about an hour. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take a little break. I wanna let you all marinate in what Quest Rogue can do. That was 5 games. 6, so that's, I'm gonna count the games real quick on that. 5 games, 4-1. So my deck tracker's showing. Let me double check that because the game just ended. It might not have updated it yet. Yep, 5-1. 5-1. Quest Rogue. Just making it into Diamond 5. I'm gonna try and see if sometime later today I can make it into I don't know. Diamond 4? Diamond 3 maybe? Alright, well thank you for watching the stream. I'm Undeadicated. This is Sammy. This is Sammy. And I didn't move him or anything from my lap, so I didn't break any cat rules. I only readjusted him right now for his own comfort. Thank you for watching.